So it looks like you're very confused about something. You're trying to make a decision about what to do next. You haven't got a clue on how to move forward because everything seems to be a bit chaotic, and you haven't found a way out of the situation. You're recovering from some sort of heartbreak. It seems like there was a lot of tears, and maybe this is added to the confusion that you are feeling at the moment. The cards advise just have some patience and things will work out. Time is not running out. If that's how you're feeling at the moment, you just need to be patient, take a deep breath, relax, and then the solution will come to you. So in the past, you've been dealing with an ending. So you may have ended a relationship, and there may have been somebody that has come in and brought you some advice, a stranger, somebody that you met that gave you some very good advice. So going into the future, you've got a big change coming up in your life. So things are moving on. You're going to come out of the confusion state and maybe this heartbreak situation, because this big change, maybe the heartbreak brought in this big change in your life. And it seems like you're going to spend a lot more time focused on your work. You've got the diligence card over here. So spending a lot of time doing a lot of hard work and getting your mind off all the problems that you've been going through. So those are the energies for that week. So you've got the Eight of Cups over here. It looks like you might be doing some studying or some kind of further courses, something that's involving higher education. And you're very, very much focused on it. You might be having exams coming through. You're doing something that involves a lot of studying and spending a lot of time alone with your books, and you're very focused and very concentrated on it as well. And you've got the Hierophant card over here as the first card that is showing that you are spending a lot of time with studying education, and this could be something as a higher education, so some sort of university course, and you're very, very much maybe you've just started university, so this is the courses that you're doing, and you're very, very focused trying to sort that out. So you've got the crossed by the Queen of Cups over here. So, spending a lot of time by yourself with your work, and it's making you a bit down. It might be making you a bit moody. You're trying to sort it out. You're trying to see the future, if you like. You want some happiness and success to come in for you. She's pointing the cup to the future. So she's hoping that whatever studying or whatever your work you're doing is going to have a good payoff. But it's making you a bit moody, and maybe a little bit depressed, a little bit confused. Queen of Cups tends to be somebody who gets to be very introspective. So you're having to do a lot of work by yourself and, experience a lot of time by yourself. And that might be making you feel a bit left out or a bit unsupported or just a little bit depressed, really. So you've got the King of Cups over here. There was somebody in the past that has been very, very helpful and very somebody like a father figure, maybe a counselor, could be a doctor, somebody in the medical field, somebody that's very supportive of you and has allowed you to make a lot of decisions. They've given you a lot of good advice and you've been taking that to get forward. They're very proactive. You can see this nice red cloak. So they're somebody who's very action orientated, but they also give a lot of good advice. They're offering you this cup and made you make decisions by giving you this advice, and you've taken it, and it's been very productive in your life. So going into the last 3 months, really, you've got the Seven of Rods over here. So you've been experiencing some difficulties. You may have been working against deadlines. You've got this little clock, egg timer, if you like, in your hand over here, or sand timer, and you've been working to deadlines. You've been trying to sort things out. You've been with the Seven of Rods is about information coming to light or truths coming to light and dealing with problems and situations, and it's made you really worried. You've been very stressed out about it, trying to sort these problems out in the last few months. So what's in your mind? You're trying to take control of the situation. Anybody's giving you, any kind of bad vibes, if you like, or saying things that you don't like. You're sorting them out with this Queen of Swords over here. So she's got the sword going through this little gremlin that might have been irritating her. So, you might be a bit irritable at this particular moment. You're trying to take control of the situation. And the Queen of Swords is somebody that spends a lot of time by herself. She's been through a lot of problems, but she's managed to conquer it. But she's a person that, these circumstances have changed her a lot. She's in control of that situation, but she doesn't take any kind of problems or any kind of instructions from anybody else. She stands her ground, and that is the energies that you're taking on now. That's what you want. You want to be able to sort things out, and anybody gives you any grief, you're telling them to take the road, if you like, and you're getting rid of them from your circumstance. So you are actually cutting out people that are not serving you, or getting rid of them, and you're standing alone, and you're doing things by yourself, and you're being very, very independent about it as well. So going into the future, you are trying to manifest love. With this Empress card, you can see her holding the heart. She's looking out to this toad. So maybe you are looking for a relationship to come in. Or if you are in a relationship, you're trying to make it into something better. So you're trying to, bring out love back into your life. Or you're trying to get that feeling, where you have a lot of abundance and, where you're very, very satisfied. And you are spending a time alone, so you might be single at this particular moment, and you're trying to manifest love. Maybe there's somebody that you are interested at the moment. Maybe they're not interested. This toad is not really turning around and looking at her. Maybe this person is not exactly what you want, but they're in the vicinity, and you find them attractive. So maybe you're trying to get them to notice you as well. So what's happening with you? You've got the Five of Swords over here, so you are taking control of the situation. You are waiting for some kind of information to come in. You've got the Sun over here, and you're going to use that information to make things happen. So you are very active or proactive in employing whatever information you have, and you're trying to make things happen and be victorious over that situation. And what's going on around you? You've got the Four of Rods over here. So a lot of people recognizing that, you're very good at what you do. You might be making a lot of new friends. There's a lot of communication going on over here. So a lot of people coming into your arena over here and trying to maybe attract your attention. So you've got people coming in trying to communicate with you. They're all flying, so there's a lot of communication. You might be using a lot of text messaging or, internet communication. But you're still spending a lot of time by yourself. But there are people that are coming in to try and befriend you. The Four of Rods is usually a card of celebration. It's a card of stability as well. Trying to establish yourself in a social group. So maybe you're trying to make friends in a group of people. Maybe you're new to them and they are interested. So, keep going. So what you want, you're trying to find a direction in your life. You've got the star in your hand and you're trying to find a course that you can follow. You're looking for inspiration. You're trying to find out where you want to go. So you're trying to set some goals for yourself and you're looking around for inspiration, and you might be getting divine inspiration as well, looking to your higher self, looking to yourself to find out what you want to do next with the star card. And you've got a lot of hope as well that things are going to work out very well. And that's in your hopes and fears card. So what's happening going into the future? You've got the Nine of Swords over here, the Page of Pentacles here, and the Six of Swords. So, you are very anxious about something looming for you, if you like. Maybe it could be something legal because it's the Swords card, but it could be something to do with exams or maybe assessments coming up for you, and you're very, very worried about it. You can see this man thinks that this insect is worse than it is. So, it might be anxiety that is just, you're just playing it over and over again in your head, and it might be not as bad as you think it is. So something that's stressing you out, but it is not as bad as you think it is. You're making it out to be a monster, and it might not be. So a lot of anxiety going on over there. You might not be sleeping well, not be eating well. You're very, very stressed out. So some information coming in for you, and it looks like it's going to be good information. There's a lot of abundance in this card, and it's coming in with owl. It might be something that makes you very, very happy. This is also with the Page of Cups, so it's something that is going to bring you some happiness as well. So maybe this fear that you have is just unfounded, and some good news coming in for you here. And it's good news. You've been praying for it, actually. And with the Six of Swords, it's moving away from all that chaos that you've been experiencing. This news comes in for you and allows you something that you've been praying for, but it will allow you to move away from all these problems that you've been going through and all this anxiety. So this is news that you're really waiting for, something that's going to really shift things. You've been praying for it, and it's going to move you away from whatever problems and chaos that you've been going through. So good news coming in for you. So stop being so worried and so stressed out. These anxieties are really unfounded. So let me just draw some cards for the Oracle, from the Oracle deck. So you've got discovery over here. And this is a time for self-discovery, breaking away from old roots and habits, an opportunity to start a new life. A time to look at things from a different perspective. Do not look back. Money is coming. So a card of discovery, and this is saying that money is coming in and you need to get rid of the old habits and move towards the future. And the second card is be alert. You might find yourself a victim of another person's jealousy or dishonesty. Be alert. The situation calls for clarity. Pay attention when driving and pay attention to details. So be just very vigilant over here at this particular time. You are dealing with people around you that can be a bit jealous, and just make sure that you are seeing the situation very clearly. And the last card is Alpha Male, and this card says this represents a very powerful male that will be coming into your life within the next 12 months. This person could change your life. It could be a stockbroker, lawyer, doctor, real estate agent, or benefactor, but he's not a lover. So there's somebody important coming into your life, bringing in some information that's going to be changing things around. So the messages for the Oracle cards is just to be alert, make sure that you're always keeping an eye on people, don't trust anybody. And also it warns about just make sure you're paying attention when you're driving. Pay attention to detail. That's the important message there. And the second one is discovery. And, it's a time for you're going through a very important phase in your life when you're learning a lot of things. And, money will be coming if that's a worry as well. So, it looks like, you are changing. It looks like you're involved in a lot of studying at the moment and learning a lot of things. But, things are changing and they are going in your way. You're waiting for some news, and it looks like it's going to be good news. It's going to take you away from any kind of problems that you've been dealing with. But you're having too much of anxiety and you need to relax. And this anxiety is really unfounded. It's not as bad as it seems, because there is good news coming in for you.